Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl JoAnn. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to hang your backdrops. So if you want to see how to work with the little you got to make something different each clip, without further ado, let's get to it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit that bell. Don't forget to share this video. Let's get to it. So first things first, we're going to talk about different types of, let me get my list. I'll be right back. So I talked about backdrops. First I want to talk about the type of backdrops I would recommend you getting. When it comes to backdrops, I think it's best to get fabrics. The reason is that when you get the backdrops that come like in the paper form, like the actual backdrop, the big ones they use for photography, like photo shoots and everything, those ones are only good if you have a studio, you have a big space to store them in. So unlike you guys can see for like my filming setup, I don't have that much space. So what I usually do, I get fabrics. Ugh. I have a whole big bag. So I have a big bag of fabrics. Now, when I get my fabrics, the thing I like to do is I like to get fabrics that is very stretchy. Like you can see, it's stretched. If it doesn't stretch, then you're gonna have to deal with like wrinkles and all that non-fun stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, when I first started out, I used to get like the fabric from JoAnn. That's where I get all my fabrics from. And it was like, I think the cotton one, it was like $4 per yard. I'm like, okay, girl, that's cheap. And they were beautiful. They really were beautiful, but they wrinkled so bad. Like, and I didn't have an iron. I didn't have anything. So like, get stretchy fabrics. That way, when you want to hang it, you want to stretch it. Like this stuff has been crumpled and folded in my bag where I put my backdrops at. And you can see that when I stretch it, there's still no wrinkles. When it's not stretched, there's no wrinkles. So this is something you want to work. This is something you want to work on when you're getting your fabrics. Get something that stretches. That's tip 1 for backdrops. So earlier when I mentioned I got the cheaper fabric, which is the cotton one from JoAnn. So I'm gonna just take one out. This is how it is. Now you see all the wrinkles that's in there. Meaning if you want to record and you're like, let's say like you're in Nigeria right now, there's no light, there's no constant light. Finally get light, you want to record and you have to try and figure out how to steam this up. I mean, people can do that. I used to be that girl. I'm like, you know, I don't care. As soon as I open my video, I don't even care. I'm good. But no, don't be that girl. Make sure your background is flawless. Make sure you can get it. Even if you can't get it to be flawless, get it to be as neat as possible. So like when you get the like cotton ones, they're cheap. Because I got it from JoAnn. So I usually, like you get it from any place. You can get anything. Like Ankara could be your backdrop. Anything you want can be your backdrop. But when I got this one, it was cheaper, but at the same time it required a lot of work. So like avoid getting backdrop fabric that's this thin. Like you can see it, it's really thin and it wrinkles easily. Like this has been folded up and it's this wrinkled compared to the other one I showed you guys. When you want to get your backdrops, make sure you get in like different types of fabrics that have like different kinds of like sequences to your stuff. I'm going to show you guys the fabrics in a minute, but I want to just show you guys my fabrics. Maybe I should do it at the same time. When you want to work with your fabrics, I told you guys you want to get something that's literally has sequins. You see how much this transforms everything. Like when you have a pattern, it literally gives you that vibe. Like I've used this backdrop in one of my videos. I think it's my get to know me tag and my birthday or Valentine's. Yeah, I think I've used both of them. That's just to show you how to get something that has 3D. Like you can get something that also has like sequins. One of my all-time favorite is this one. I got this one in 2 yards. It worked when I was in my dorm. No, I didn't do it when I was in my dorm. It worked when I was in my apartment because you see how the light is currently bouncing off of this. Like it just adds so much to it. Like it just adds so much to it. But it's very short. So when I record with this, I use my 50mm lens because that's so zoomed in that you don't even see the corners are like struggling. That's how they cheat the system, guys. This is not even as long as my other backdrops. Like literally. I can show you how far it goes. I mean, it does stretch, so that's a good thing about this. But this is as wide as it goes, and I have to hang this up. Literally, when I do my video, you only see my head. That's another thing. I got so much colors, but then I first started out my YouTube channel. I used to use fabric that were cotton and fabric that like wrinkled easily, and that's what you want to avoid. Like you want to avoid fabrics that can wrinkle easily unless you have time to steam them. I currently don't have a steamer. I know I should get one, but I don't have one yet, so that's why I like to get materials like this one. Like this one, it's always folded up, crumpled up, but you see like when I stretch it, you see how ooh la la, ooh la la. Say it again, baby. Fabrics that have like, there's not just plain all the time. Like get something different so you can be versatile and like make your videos interesting. Like your viewers never know what to expect. Like one day it's sequins, another day it's flowers, another day it's just plain. Like just surprise them, okay? If you're a true fan of my channel, you will see that I've had this one, which is really cool, but it wrinkles easily. I mean, they don't go to waste. I still use them. I have this yellow one, which looks really good. I feel like once I get my steamer, that it wouldn't be a problem. I have the orange one because the colors were so vibrant and like so cheap material wise, and I'm just like, why not? Why not? It's rayon fabric. Like, but yeah, see? Wrinkles easily, but I got it in 2 yards. I used to get mine in 1 yard, like I said so many times before. Don't get it in 1 yard. Like when you are a girl with a skin this flawless, brown skin girl tints, you need something that's gonna make you pop. So when you do your makeup, even if your makeup is not even popping that day, you're already popping by your backdrop alone. Like look at this on me, like ooh la la. So yeah, you want to get something like that. So that's all we have for backdrop material. The orange looks good, the yellow looks good, the purple looks good. You can even use like another way to minimize like the wrinkles, you can try to fold them up when you're done and put them on a hanger after you've steamed it. But it's like, I'm recording at home, I don't really get that much space, and now the house is crowded because like the babies in the house and everything. So you just take a little hanger, fold it up after you steam it, and then you're good to go. But I don't have that luxury, so I have to fold mine the old-fashioned way and use it. But trust me, my fabrics are never going to waste. The fact that I didn't know better when I first started YouTube and I got things that wrinkled easily, it's not too late, baby. All you need to get is a steamer, or figure out a way that when you stretch it out, you just forever leave it stretched out and it never gets folded again. And you get your money's worth. Like I'm gonna get my money's worth all of these, but it's like I tend to use fabric mainly when I want to use do maybe Instagram videos, because right now on YouTube you see like I like to do like that lifestyle background, but once in a while I might throw a little backdrop in there just because like I got them, so I might as well use them. Then I got the satin one. Now the satin one, it's like it's just like the cotton one. Like it's good and bad in a way, because this one you can see the light will bounce off of it very well compared to the cotton one. I mean, you can just see them next to each other. This one is more vibrant, but the problem is when it wrinkles just as much as this one, so that's another thing to consider. So if you want to get something that has because you want to get something that bounces off the light nicely and then it stretches, then you have the perfect backdrop. Like this one, the light doesn't affect it, you don't see any wrinkles. Through to my sequins fabric, which is this one I just showed you guys. Literally, this is literally a reflector. This is literally a reflector cloth. Like this is what people use as reflector. This is the material they use to make reflectors, the gold one. Or cloth, no cloth, cloth, no cloth. So that's another thing. Like you see how this one is bouncing the light off. Like it's just so beautiful. Like you saw when I did it in my intro how beautiful it looked. So that's something to consider. And the last one I want to talk about is this white one, because even if you don't even know what vibe you want to go for, you don't want to buy multiple fabric, you want to just have that one color, get white. Literally get white or get gold. Those two colors, like the gold I just showed you, like those will like literally bounce off the colors so much. But I don't have a girl effect. When I'm doing I wanted to do a Nigerian independence makeup look. I got the green wings. I need to represent for my country. I'm not even hanging it up, but just look at how it makes everything so unique. Literally get the white fabric. If you don't know what color to get, stick to white and get the white fabric. It will transform your quality. Your thumbnails will be easier to edit because you already have a white background. Like bruh, don't play yourself. Get this white fabric because it's the plug. If you want to go colorful, get the white one and you'll be good to go. When I first started recording for YouTube, I used to record in a very small room. I used to record in my apartment when I was in college. And it was very small that I had no place to actually fit a backdrop stand, that I had to actually tape my fabric to the wall.
She got money, y'all. Look at this ring light. Go subscribe to her channel.
I'll add my name after this.
Alright.
So we're gonna talk about different ways to hang your fabrics. The 3 ways I know I like to, I'm gonna look at my notes, I don't want to forget something. Now the 3 ways I like to hang my backdrop, which is like when you're in a small space, it's either, or you have room to get whatever you want to get. I can't even talk right now. But the 3 ways I like to hang my backdrops are either with my backdrop stand, which I can use for my photo shoots, which I usually do for my birthday. You can use command hooks, you can use the T-pins, and you can use tape. Those are the, well, I guess that's 4. Haha, 4 ways bonus. So when you want to hang your backdrops, right now I'm in my kitchen. As you can see, I have, oopsie, I have Christmas lights that are dangling down. This video I recorded for this look, I used Christmas lights as my background. So you can see I just took some tape. I just took like clear tape and I just taped it to the wall. So you just take your tape, you cut it, and you just tape it. Like, it's not even bad. Like, and then it doesn't leave any mess. You just take the tape off and boom, voila, fold your stuff back. That's another way to like do that. As you guys can see, I literally taped the Christmas light behind me, and then I have the Christmas light effect. Another way to hang your backdrop, I don't have the command hooks with me, is to take T-pins. This one, it depends on you. If you don't mind your wall having holes in them, then it's okay. But I am okay with that. Like, I had to use what I had to do. Like, I gotta use what I got to make my backdrops like pop. So sometimes I would use T-pins in my apartment, and I was like, okay, that's creating too much holes, and I would use tapes. Like, you can tape up your fabric to a wall, tape it up to any, like, whatever space you're working on, tape it on there, and it'll be perfect. You get a flawless, seamless, like, gang, if that makes sense. So that's one thing I'll recommend you use it. Now for the backdrop stand, I'm gonna get that in a second, so I'll be back. When I want to hang my backdrop, it comes with the 2 tripod, which is this one over here and that one over there, and then it comes in it's like this long thing that you can extend. I basically already built it, and it's very easy to build. Just basically, you can, if you don't have a backdrop stand and you can afford to get one, or you don't want to get one, you can also use a clothing rack. That's another way to hang your backdrops together. So what I like to do is I'm going to just take the big rod and place it on here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, like so. And then it has this little clip thingy that you just twist on there to secure it in place so it doesn't move. So you secure it like that. And then I take the other one. Basically, you want to measure the distance between them so you know how to hang it up. Before I put it on, so it's like, there's not that much room, and I can't, where I am, I'm so far from my camera. So I just twist that little knot thing. My tripod stand is not the greatest. I wouldn't say I wouldn't recommend it if you're looking for something cheap. It's best. I don't use mine every day, so I guess that's why it's still lasting, because the tripod is really weak. Then you can see I'm gonna place this into the hole right there and let it sit. And once it does, I'm gonna take the little clip like I told you guys about. Now, when you wanna use a backdrop stand, you're gonna like clamps like this one. These are just help to like hang your backdrop on there. So I'm gonna show you guys what this backdrop looks like, which is the wrinkled one, without it being steamed, and how your background will literally transform from nothing to nothing. Like, guys, if you don't want to buy a backdrop stand and you have a clothing rack, literally do that. You can see the lights, the Christmas lights behind it. That's not the point. If I was doing it, the Christmas light would be in front of it. If you wanted to get the Christmas light effect, you literally would just put the Christmas light in front of it. You get that like Christmas light background. Another thing to get that halo effect, you just get like your little spotlight light like I have here. So you can just take like one of your little lights, or any light. You can use your softbox lights, just disconnect it from the tripod and literally place it here. And this is how you get the halo effect. It's just literally having a light beaming through. I usually get my big softbox light and then I place it on the floor, and then the light reflects to the top, and then that's how I get like my halo effect. And I told you my light comes with like the different filters. I can just place this filter on here and it gives me that kind of thing. Obviously when I want to use this, I wouldn't put it on the tripod. I'll literally take it off. You place the light on the chair and then you place it on top of something if the chair is not low or high enough, and you prop it up. And you see, halo, halo, halo. And then when I want to record, you see how I have the halo effect. This is how they do it. This is literally how they do it. Take a light, put it behind you, like on a stool, or like a bigger, if you have a softbox light that you're not using, take it off of the tripod, put it on the floor, angle it up in a way, and then voila, you're done. And nobody will ever know that. They're like, wow, how is she glowing? How's the halo effect? Like, this is how we do it. I'm just going to show you guys what this will look like with how rough it is. Like, it doesn't look good. So I'm going to show you guys how it will look when you have a proper, what's it called? When you have a proper fabric on there, it looks better and it's stretchy. So basically, if you had this on here, you had to like really try to stim it out. Like, who got time? You got time? Because I don't. Because I'm trying to get in there, record, and be out, okay? So we're not going to use this fabric. It was just like a tester just to show you guys what it should not look like. See how beautiful it looks? Like, you don't need that much. Push the fabric to the end and clamp that. That way you don't see where it ends. But honestly, guys, get your fabrics in 2 to 3 yards. If you can't get the backdrop stand and you can't afford to get the backdrop stand, you can use a clothing rack. That's even more sturdy than mine because it's like, was really cheap, but it's gotta do what you gotta do. You can use a curtain railing. You can use anything. You can literally use your wall. Be creative. Sometimes you have to use what you have to get what you want, because not every time you have to go buy something just because you want to make a video, because you're gonna go broke, and that's not the smartest way to do it. There's so many different ways in which you can like hang it. Like, let's say you don't have, let's say you by chance were able to get the backdrop stand, but you don't have a place to store them. You can literally just pile on your fabric onto each other. Another good thing about using this reflector, I forgot to mention, is that it's almost like the sequence one I showed you guys. Like, you see how the light is bouncing off of it, and it just goes with my outfit, it goes with my hair. It's equivalent to when I use the sequence backdrop. This is really good. So I definitely, most definitely recommend this backdrop. We've gone over different ways of hiding your backdrop. So let's say you wanted to create the whole lifestyle, like YouTuber lifestyle background. I talked about this a little bit in my home, how to set up your studio, but I'm gonna go elaborate more on this. Literally, I'm in my kitchen. I take anything, like any decoration, place it on there, flowers, place it on the back. I usually sit down here so you can see everything I do. And I got this little thing from Ross. It was $8.99, if that shows. And then it's just like, you can put anything in here. You could put flowers. You remember like my Valentine's look? I literally put flowers, and like I had like petals dripping from them. And then I hang it like so in the back. Literally, we've created a home lifestyle entertainment. Like, literally, you don't need to buy anything. Just take what you have. Take what you have and make use of what you want. Like, you don't have to go buy stuff. Like, I literally took the things in my house and the things I felt like, okay, this is like the cheap prop, because I work at Ross, so I get a discount. So that's why I went to go buy that. Not really fully what I'm reaching at right there, but literally I took those stuff and I just create this. So like, if you want to set the vibe, you want to just like, let's say, okay, this is too bright for you. You want something to be like, you want it to be cool toned. All you gotta do is like tone down your lights. Like, I have this light, so I put the filter on there, and this is the Young Newell 216 light. I put that on there, and look at how it's transformed it. Now, to create the vibe, like when you're using like your Christmas, let's say you wanted to have like that effect, all you gotta do is literally turn off your bright light. I would take my newer 660 light and I would just literally tone down the whiteness and then turn on the warmth. And you can just see how it will, or how it illuminates that corner. Like you just see the warmth from there. And so I place it there, open it up. I'll take my white lights. This is how I also like showed my products in the previous video for this look. So you can see I'm taking my ring light, and in the back, I'm gonna turn off the light, turn 2 off, even turn it all off, and just have my ring light be the only light I have. And you see, we've went from brightness to warmth. Do the same thing for my other ring light. So turning it off, turning it off, turning it off. And I'm gonna turn off the kitchen light. Now I have everything turned off. It might be a little dark, so I'm gonna like readjust my aperture. It's one thing, like you can just set the mood. But you see how the lights are glowing more. You can see that. I'm even gonna turn off my headlight. And if you wanna do one of those deep like, guys. Now you can see we have a vibe. It might be a little bit too dark for my liking. I wouldn't go this dark, but it's just like, guys, it's a mood. So let's turn on one ring light just to see what it feels like, but this is the mood. You can do the same thing with placing the lights over like a backdrop, and you get that bokeh effect. Since like I am so close to my camera, I'm not really gonna get that effect like I wanted it to, but that's another thing to do. Like when I'm in like another place, I can like do another part 2 series on how to create that kind of effect. But if I were to turn on like, let's say one of the softbox lights, turn it on, and then I turn on the other one because it can be uneven. Like, girl, it's good. That girl, it's good. She, it's good. Oh, she. And there you have it. And this is literally how to work with what you got. You already have Christmas lights in your house. Well, if you use it for decoration or you celebrate Christmas, literally, guys, use what you got to get what you want. Use what you got to get what you want. Use what you got to get what you want. Because let me honest with you, like the more you keep watching videos of like, oh, this person has like 10,000 equipment, and you're like, oh man, I wish I had that. You're forever not gonna do anything. You're gonna be waiting. So just use what you got. And if you like my video, I think that's all I have for you guys. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in my next video. Tech Talks.